certainly there's been a lot of hysteria over the years about marijuana. I don't think any reasonable person would deny that. But that said, there are people that would say, look, we've already got problems with both legal and illegal drugs, and making it easier for people to be able to get marijuana, while it's not necessarily a harmful drug in all cases, is not a good idea. America doesn't need another drug that's easier to get. What's your response to that?
I don't think there's much downside to going this direction. I think one of the major issues we have with marijuana is its accessibility to minors and underage children, and that's because the corner drug dealer doesn't care if they're selling it to somebody who's 14 years old. If we regulate it, just like we do with alcohol and tobacco, we can have a real system in place to make sure that minors, young people, don't get a hold of substances that they shouldn't be using.
Let's talk about your issues. I know you're working on some legislation to try to deal with some of the tax and banking issues that would be faced by growers and distributors. Talk about that.
Well, again, we have the legal industry. The legal industry for marijuana is about $1.7 billion. Colorado is the second biggest state. And yet one of the difficulty that many actors in the industry have, whether they're growers or dispensaries, is access to banking services. Many banks don't want to take on the perceived risk of dealing with companies that might be in violation of federal law. So we're trying to clarify that if companies are following state law, there won't be any risk for asset forfeiture or other risks to the banks, to make sure that they can access proper financial services and they don't run cash businesses which are less accountable and more prone to criminal action.